The passage begins by telling us that God is testing Abraham. And right there, verse 1, there we go. Right there, that challenges our view of God right from the start. Because we don't like the idea of a God that tests us. I mean, really, when was the last time you even thought about the possibility that God may be testing you and your faith? We don't even think about God testing us. And yet, when hard times come, what's our first response? It's to escape. Hit that eject button. We pray to get out of it. We try to escape it. We hope to fix it. We medicate ourselves through it so that our lives can go back to whatever version of normal feels most comfortable to us. And yet, how often do we think that perhaps we're being tested? How often do we pray that we might be faithful through it and in it? And this testing is part of why God feels so dangerous. Because He is. He's dangerous to your comfort. He's dangerous to your ease. He's dangerous to our hopes and our visions for life because He operates by a different set of priorities, purposes, and goals. And the fact that God tests us is uncomfortable because it reminds us that He operates by a completely different agenda than we do. And that feels threatening to people shaped by a culture where we're told from the day we're born that independence is a virtue and comfort and ease are your highest calling in life. And if testing isn't part of how we understand God, then inevitably we adopt a version of God that's distorted. We're simply left with a God that never requires anything of us. A God that simply accepts us as we are, always as we are, but never changes who we are. We're left with a God that only reinforces what we think is best for ourselves. And we distort who He is, and we distort His grace, and we think of it more like it's an excuse. We distort His love and think of it as though it's more like a license to live how we want because He'll always welcome us back, won't He? A God that doesn't test us means that we're simply left with a therapeutic, self-esteem God. One that just makes us feel good, but not one that makes us good. A God that doesn't test you means that all you have left is a God that doesn't have a plan for you. And if that's true, then what are we doing here?